LEAP is an acronym that stands for Lean Enterprise Architecture for People. It's a framework created and maintained by ServiceNow's Enterprise Architecture team. This introductory presentation is meant to explain why LEAP was created, what it is, and most importantly, how it helps you if you're a ServiceNow customer. The ServiceNow Enterprise Architects are practitioners of the LEAP framework and are usually the ones that will be presenting this material that we're about to go through today, but not all the time. We expect that our partners, our extended ServiceNow team, and even some of our customers will need to use some of this material to explain the LEAP framework to others. LEAP was born from a need for ServiceNow customers to understand how to best exploit the capabilities of the ServiceNow platform within their organization. When our founder initially launched ServiceNow, it was just a platform with potential. Architecture wasn't a big concern. Soon afterwards, they released the first app on the platform, which was ITSM, to demonstrate the potential of the platform. But it was still at that time seen as a tool. Early success of ITSM then led them to build out IT and even add on security capabilities. Besides the tool, people now had to figure out integrations. If you go ahead and you fast forward all the way to today, the sky's the limit when it comes to the capabilities on the platform. The platform is now seen as very strategic and it requires architectural consideration. The challenge for all of our ServiceNow customers is determining which capabilities to exploit and when to exploit them so their organization can get the most value. The LEAP framework consists of 4 different service offerings. There's executive engagement, vision alignment, transformation blueprint, and architecture design. Sometimes one or more of the offerings, they're blended together into a single deliverable, and other times all the offerings may be run independently with a lapse of even several weeks in between before continuing on with the next offering. Executive engagement is usually the starting point, as imperatives from the executive team drives the organizational vision that we need. With those imperatives, we can move to the co-creation of a vision. Once we have a consensus on what that shared vision is, we have what we need to start laying out a transformation plan in the transformation blueprint. The final offering is architecture design, where LEAP practitioners can reach in and provide different architectures that support the plan. People often inquire about the details of the LEAP framework before they decide if it's right for them. This breakdown of how an enterprise architect might approach a customer will help in these situations. For other situations, it might be too much detail. The important takeaway from this slide is to understand that each offering may provide a deliverable. This is an example. It is not common for an architect to adhere to this exact guidance. Much of the value of having a qualified architect is to know what to use and when to use it to deliver the best outcomes. The real value from a LEAP engagement stems from the hours of collaboration between an organization and ServiceNow to produce these deliverables. On the left is a higher level executive engagement all the way into the vision deliverable. And as we move to the right, we get into more details about the process, interfaces, and even capability road mapping. This view is an example of one of our alignment blueprints. It's frequently used to associate an organization's imperatives along with the challenges they face with achieving those imperatives, and then alignment with the ServiceNow platform in order to deliver the outcomes that help them overcome those challenges. While some customers might have strategic plans with imperatives, this list of imperatives is typically a subset where ServiceNow is perceived as a potential fit. This is an example. The actual strategic alignment view that you get is up to the delivery architect to decide based on their assessment of your needs. Most people ask for a roadmap, so let's use that as an example. If a company wants a roadmap, we can only do that well if we have the right foundational information. More specifically, we need to know their vision for the platform, and before that, we need to know how that vision helps to reach their organization's goals. Architects will not engage in any road mapping exercise without an agreement to get the foundational information first. Therefore, executive engagement is a requirement for a LEAP practitioner to engage. Occasionally, LEAP engagements are combined with offerings from other ServiceNow teams. In this example, we still call it a transformation blueprint, but we have deliverables included from 2 other teams. In the example, you'll see a deliverable we haven't mentioned, such as business value assessment in the align and the promote phase. Those are from our Inspire Value team. It's not uncommon for enterprise architects to incorporate supporting deliverables from 1 or more teams in order to help organizations understand and realize the value from the platform. Some examples of good times to engage with LEAP are 6 to 9 months before renewal, before you're deployed. Sometimes we start this and we want an architecture before we get going, or to accompany a larger strategic plan happening in your organization. To start the engagement, we'll need to scope the effort. We'll come to an agreement on the people that we need to have involved in order to be successful. And then finally, we'll agree on a high-level timeline. At the end of the deck, we have some examples of some of the deliverables, just so you can get an idea for what is in there. And we'll be adding to these deliverables as we go. Right now, we have 2 examples in there. The first one is implementation model guidance. Here, we might need to memorialize a decision on why we chose a specific instance strategy for your organization. The next one shows a pattern that we can use to create your first common service data model. This workshop is we go from end to end, build a model for your service, and then we show it in 3 different domains. We show it in the design domain, then we show it in the operational domain, and then we'll show you in the operate domain what that service looks like to the solution owners that are typically going to be outside the IT organization. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of what LEAP is, and just as importantly, what it isn't, and also gives you some ideas of when you should use it. If you want more information, you could always get in touch with us through your account team. You can ask for the enterprise architecture team and just ask to learn more about LEAP, and we'll be happy to help you.